Maybe I should start with ads. Right away with the ads. Got a little bit of the sniffles, but that's all right. We'll make this work. So it would be nice and refreshing to do something a little different, a different panel or something like that. I don't have a ton of time, but I have a little bit of time to draw, so why not? Here we are. Maybe we'll do this one. This one might not be too bad. I don't know if we're going to go that way, so maybe we'll go this way. Okay, and then this way. This guy's going to come over here this way. Let's see what we can do. We'll change his dichotomy, you know, dichotomy. Hold on, I gotta get some water and a tissue. All right, so we got this scene of our buddy here crawling around. And, yeah, let's make it bigger. What we got? Something like this. Yeah. So maybe let's come up with some sort of shape that works for him. Something's gonna change. Ooh. Let's see where we at here. Oh, is that our? No, that's a lot. It's not us. There we go. Oh, boy, my voice is flat. But that's okay. All right. And then maybe we'll put on some music, get a little bit of a mood going, huh? A little bit of a mood. We can enjoy ourselves. Why not? Why not? Why not right now? Yeah, you guys want to listen to an interrogation video? That's kind of what I like to do on my time. Maybe we'll go to 1930s Golden Times Radio. That sounds free. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, it's just tough through these speakers. I gotta change my setup. I should think about that more. I don't think about it until it comes up. I'd say gotta be music that's good with tweeters, little tweeters. Ooh, this sounds cool. Cool. Why does that keep freezing up? That's not good. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Where's my stylus at? All right, let's get in there. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's maybe do a sequence of him crawling around, huh? Let's get some work done. We'll try to work it out. I'll block it out. So his head's like this, and his one arm's like this. So yeah, maybe something like this. And then the next one will be this arm down. Maybe he'll get closer. Is he still in his pants? Yeah, and then we could do something like this, where he just comes back again like this, and we'll have a close-up of him. Rawr. Maybe... Oh no, we're having trouble. Hold on. We might be lagging. Let's see, are we lagging? Such a bummer. I was having a good time too. Let's take a look. I didn't think I was doing anything that crazy. Oh no, we're having trouble. Hold on. We might be lagging. Such a bummer. Yeah, it's kind of skipping a little bit. But it's not. I didn't think I was doing anything that crazy. You weren't, buddy. You weren't. You were not doing anything that crazy, and that's the reason why no one watches you, because you're not doing anything crazy enough. No, that's not true. That's not true. Okay, so then looks like we're having problems lagging. I might have to relaunch the stream. It's not like anyone's watching. Yeah, let's bring down the bit rate. See if that helps. Better. Sorry. Man, that almost makes the stream not worth it. That's pretty awful. That's probably so loud. Let me see if I can catch it. I'm going to pull up YouTube and see if I can catch myself sneezing. No, it's not me.
It's all relative to the interpretation of time. So if I'm used to...
I don't want to hear myself talk like that. I don't want to hear me. So there's got to be a live stream, right? No, that's not it. No, I missed it. It's all relative to the interpretation. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, and it's still lagging. I wonder. Let's see the settings. Let's take it down to 2500. And then I'll come back, see what happens. Oop. Might be working. Might be working. Might look terrible, though. Is it possible it looks terrible? Well, where is it at? Where are you at? Because I'm still alive. Oh, there you are. Let's see what it looks like here. Like my Amish haircut. I know, I need to get a haircut. Haircut can change everything, can it? Makes a new you. No. There we go. Yeah, it seems to be fine. Let's see if we get any lag. Ugh. Got the sniffles. Can't get rid of them. Alright, looks like there's no lag as of now. I brought the bitrate down considerably. I think that might be fine for what I'm doing. It's not like I'm streaming, you know, an Avengers movie to you guys. So this might actually work fine. Alright. Sorry to be out here sniffling and all that, but, you know, I looked at the tablet and said, let's get back on this sucker. And so I did. Let's bring that music back. Let's get inspired. Oh, I played the music and now it's starting to lag a little bit. Man, it's the hardware. What other software do I have open? Not really. I just have different web pages open. I need to start getting a dedicated CPU just for streaming. I mean, that's really where I'm at. Anyway. All right, let's get this going. Let's do some ish, huh? Why not? Okay. This music's cool enough. This is cool enough music. This is cool enough music for me to hang out and draw some stuff. I don't even care. I'll draw all day. I don't even care. Actually, you know, it kind of reminds me of this thing here. So there's this drawing I've been kind of hoarding for a little while. I like this one. So why don't we try to see if we can get something out of this? It's almost like a pillow screaming. Oof. Like this fat boy. Let's put this fat boy right there. Ah! Yeah, that's not bad. I think it's funny already. All right, let's see what we can do with him, huh? So I got the mud spitting out. I like to do that mid-air stuff. But let's see what we can do with this, okay? What I don't know. I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't keep up with that. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like I got another subscriber. Yeah. How do you even look at that? I don't really get caught up. I feel like it's the wrong order for me to care about stuff like this. Get into the details. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Audience. Okay. I don't know. I don't really see anything, so I don't know. I can see comments, but I don't see. I'm sure it's here. Oh, okay. I just got one. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it really benefits me to get caught up on stuff like that. Okay. So then I got this guy over here screaming for God knows what. And what are we going to do with it, all right? So this is kind of the composition here. Let me get in here a little bit, give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. So I'd like to turn this into separate panels. So this one here would be a good panel. Maybe the hand should be the other way. Let's work on the composition, huh? Before we get into the detail. So I would say maybe something like this. Nah, it doesn't really do it, does it? It doesn't really do what I originally wanted it to do. One of my biggest problems with drawing is seeing the horizon line. It's amazing that I'm able to get through these things without learning the core of this stuff. But anyway, yeah. Okay. There we go. That's kind of funny, right? Not sure that's exactly the anatomy. Sorry, I kind of have to work it out. I've been drawing this in a while. I feel like a graffiti artist, just doing like stylized art. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. Oh, this is what happens when you hang it up for a little while, you know? You don't get what you want. Let's move back to this guy. Okay, so he's based off of this guy. So let's just put him in the corner for a reference. So we want to do something kind of like, we want to do the same thing here. So let's give him his mouth more authority like this, right? We'll kind of go like this. And then we'll keep the eyes out like this. It's got that very 1990s jaw that they used to do back in the day. They don't really do it as much anymore. Doesn't feel like he's really going at his face, you know? Let's maybe bring this down a little bit. Don't think I'll have to do that arm. Oh yeah, he's still got pants on. So let's see how that comes out versus... Okay, that's an interesting composition. This works. Let's get rid of this. Okay, this is what we got. Then we got our guy in the foreground. So how do we move this composition? Well, what we could do, we could move this guy over because he'd be right at the edge. Yeah, there you go. And then what we could do is we could maybe take this guy and move him like this. Yeah, actually, that's more dynamic too. There we go. Yo, what up, broski? Good to see you. Hope you're staying cool. Staying cooler than the other side of the pillow, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I got that Jebediah haircut going on now. Yeah, I really need a haircut. But that's alright. I didn't notice that until I started streaming. I didn't notice that until right now. Where is my tissue? Where are we at here? Got another half hour. Okay. Looks like the stream hasn't lagged. That's good. Okay. Yeah, the hairdo. Yeah, I think the lip actually goes down. Oh, and then he's got these. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting drawing. Kind of want to build on this too. I just want it to be funny, though. It doesn't really look funny. It's almost just kind of scary. Yeah, I guess we got to get rid of the spit shine. This might work. I have any teeth down there. I think it's just a tongue. This 1990s tongue. I think we're pretty good. We can now merge everything down. So this could be one of those things where he's like, I got you. And he's like, ah! So he comes and tries to save his buddy. Oh shoot, I didn't even notice this. It was just like right there in plain sight. we'll go up here a little bit more. Might be a little bit funnier. And maybe something like that, yeah. And then this should be maybe in the window or in the room. This is where it gets tougher. You know, you got to make sure all the exposition works, or all the, that's not exposition, that's what's that called? When things match? Continuity. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be on too much longer, so. Yeah. Just a short stream. I just wanted to see if this worked. But pretty soon I'm going to be on a regular stream again. So that's good news if you're there, Gray Fox. I'm going to have a schedule. I'm going to stick to a schedule, but I have to wait a little while before that. I can do a strict schedule if I can predict my schedule, but I've been doing a lot of new stuff, so stuff's unpredictable, and also I have to like kind of reset new kind of steps in my life. But this summer, I'm going to have a lot of consistency, and that consistency is going to go on, hopefully, if all things go as planned. I mean, my optimism bias, as AI tells me I have, then I'll be able to have a schedule that lasts years. So I'm very excited about that. I might have a schedule that's going to last for a few years. So that'll be exciting. Or a regular dialogue. So I could turn 40 with you guys, huh? That'll be exciting. You guys want to see me get even older? I mean, why not? Heck, why not? I'm going to be doing it anyway. Might as well do it with you fine people. Yeah, if all goes as planned. I've had a few hiccups on the way, so I can't make any promises about the next steps, but I got some cool stuff coming up. Pretty legit stuff that's going to help add to all the stuff that I'm doing. Stuff. I just can't say it because I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. So, but I'm working in that direction. I'm taking risks, and things look positive. There was some setbacks today, but might still smooth out. We'll see what happens. If not, you know, doesn't mean I can't just like throw myself into streaming and just do real long days of streaming. I mean, I could just work third shift at the warehouse and then just stream. Man, that would be rough. I don't know if I'd like that, actually. I like streaming because I'm working on the graphic novel. I don't think I'd want to stream just to like fill time where I'm like, hey guys, what else do you want to do? And you want to see me watch this? Because the first thing, yeah, I'd like to know your schedule for sure. Yeah, for sure. I was thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings. And then I would stream sporadically Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, yeah, Monday I'd be off. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. I've just been fighting this cold. Drawing is a good, it's just I don't want to spend days not drawing. Yeah, you down with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? That could be good. Kind of lock in those hours. Another thing I want to do while I'm streaming is also work on some of my riffing for my animations. Yeah, I want to do that too, so that I can snag the audio from the stream. Like, for example, if someone was like, well, I got a fan on. Can you hear the fan in the background? Get out of my room! You need to do a birthday stream for sure. Oh yeah, I just had a birthday. Get out of my room! I said, get out of my room! We'll see how that turned out. But I'm saying, like, I can do riffs, because this is a condenser mic, so the audio that comes through this is pretty good. Good enough to put animation underneath. And so while I'm doing this, I can also riff. Yeah, set schedule would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I agree. I just haven't had consistent time. But, I mean, I just had the epiphany today. I was like, I do not want to spend days not drawing. Like, that's not okay. You know, no matter what's going on in life, I need to be working on my drawing skills and my creative skills. Like, that can't go by. That's like, it's too essential to my soul. Money, society, all that stuff is fine and dandy, but doing what I do, I could do this in any system, in any civilization. Well, that's probably not true, that part. But I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I don't do it from an opportunistic perspective. I do it because I'm expressing myself. Art's awesome. Like, why would I ever think of doing something like that? Think about that. Just beating up on these mud pillows? Like, what is wrong with me? Oh. That's why I might have to leave soon, in about 15 minutes. Let's do some more drawing, though. Yeah, I've just had a... It's, you know what's so funny is, like, a cold will do it to you. You have a cold, and then you'll just be sitting there thinking, and you'll be like, what is life? Oops. Oops. Oops-a-babies. Oops-a-babies. Bro, everyone is getting sick. I have a sinus infection. I went to the clinic today, so I feel your pain. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, I feel a little bit better. Yeah, I had to take some time off, and everything is getting wild. It's just the world. The world at the current moment. In today's world, everyone's getting sick. Let's record that. Let's see if I can get a clip from there. I'll show you what I mean, Gray Fox. This is a good way, an economical way to kill two birds with one stone. Because a lot of my stuff is spontaneous anyway. So let's give it a shot. In today's news, everyone's getting sick. In today's news, everyone is getting sick. Would you believe it? Hey, at 11. Hey, in today's news, everyone's getting sick. We'll see how that goes. In today's news, everyone's getting sick. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I started making fun of my parents for their sayings they used when I was growing up, and then living in a little village here in Chicago, I realized that Spanish people have sayings too that don't make a lot of sense when they're translated. I guess sick and tired makes sense, but it's just like, I don't know. You want to break it down for them, and it's like, I'm not saying it's a colloquialism, but they can't say that to me, you know what I mean? So I'm just being a jerk. Man, I wouldn't wish myself on a parent. So we'll keep that one. Gotta do something with these hands. Also, I gotta do something with these poses. These poses aren't too bad, though. But you got to do it right at some point. Yeah, more dynamic. Yeah, it's not too bad. I will say I really don't like leaving unfinished drawings. Let's try to make that a thing. Finish the panel. You know, and if I'm trying to finish it, then maybe I won't spend so much time making it more complicated, which is something that I do a lot. Just make things more complicated. It's just I want it to be better. Maybe we can put an arm down here. Do one of these like Todd McFarlane Spider-Man kind of moves right here. I want this to be a little bit funnier. I'm having trouble getting the... I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's similar to another drawing I did, and I don't... I mean, it's fine. Where are we at here? That might do it. Yeah, that might not be too bad. Pretty dynamic. Not bad. Yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? Yeah, it kind of works. Okay, we could kind of wrap this up like this. Obviously, I could keep going, but it's the reason why this book's taken 5 years. So let's wrap this panel up. Okay. There it is. All right, so we got another panel. So we did it. Okay, so it does need a little bit of a background. We'll figure out what we're going to do with it, but we got this panel in. God, I could draw forever. I really could. Oh my goodness. And then we got this one. Actually, I think that's where we got that from, that reference. And then there was one in the back. I kind of wanted to do like the Exorcist kind of thing, where he goes from like kind of being a chill guy to like crab walking around. Maybe if I can get some sort of pose like that from him. Maybe we could do something like... I do love the profile, but you know what's interesting? There's a lot of shots that I like, but they don't serve what I'm trying to communicate to the audience, and therefore it's not the right decision. That's a very mature thing I had to learn, because I want to do what I want to do, you know, but you're also serving the market. So there's an interesting dynamic. Well, also, I think some arguments could be made that if you're trying to express something, just go for it. I think I would go adhere to that too, but, you know, I think there's got to be a balance, and I'm trying to balance that. So let's see, this is like a... Oh yeah, and also he's got to have his whiskers going. Well, I guess in a way. Yeah, I'll just have to come in here and start doing some details. I feel like the market for this has to be not that huge, but it's out there. Because if you hunger for this kind of illustration, there's not a ton of it out there. It's just how do you service that market? But I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Okay. So maybe some sort of standoff where he's like, hey, let him go. And then we turn to this where he's like, ah! Let him go. He's like, ah! Yeah. Yeah. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. And then we just cut to that. That'll work just fine. All right, so this is more of a layout drawing for now. So why don't we keep this, because I think this works in contiguous order. And we'll just keep adding this. So I don't like to draw, I don't like to tell story just through dialogue. I almost never do that in this particular project. I move forward through action and telling it through the panels. So it's a little bit tougher, takes longer, but that's the way I've chosen to do this. Okay, and then let's take this. Where are we at here? Okay. Okay, there we are. All right, we got a layout. We got an actual done panel. All right, we got a successful stream. Got 1.5 panels done. So half a panel. I'll try to do more, but I want to get to bed at a regular time. I got a jam-packed next couple weeks. So I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back drawing. I really shouldn't be skipping days drawing. So you guys will start to see me hit my stride again. I'm happy to be back. Thanks for watching. Be good, y'all. And if you have any suggestions for the stream, please just comment it below.